Hey everybody, this is Jack with Iconic Adventures. Join me on this tour of the Normandy American Cemetery and Memorial, Pointe du Hoc, and Omaha Beach, all of which are less than 2 hours away from the cruise port in Le Havre.
Okay, here we are on the actual sand at Omaha Beach. The 5 landing beaches on D-Day, June 6, 1944. From left to right, we had Utah and Omaha that the Americans landed on. And then we had Gold and Juno, and last but not least, Sword, that were landed by the Canadians and the British. In between Utah Beach and Omaha Beach, the American Rangers climbed up over 100-foot tall cliff, Pointe du Hoc, to secure a point that sticks out in between Utah and Omaha Beach to protect the American forces from getting bombarded from German artillery that would have been located on Pointe du Hoc. And so we just saw Pointe du Hoc a little bit ago. We were at the American Cemetery at Omaha Beach, up above the bluffs, and now we're on the beach looking at what they would have faced 80 years ago when they landed on Omaha Beach. Very, very impressive spot, definitely a place that you want to visit at some point in your life, and we're glad to be here.
As soon as you enter the cemetery, you immediately get this feeling that you're walking on hallowed ground. And the American flags, to me, signified how much the French respected what the Americans did on this spot. The cemetery is located on the site of the temporary American St. Lawrence Cemetery that was established by the U.S. First Army on June 8, 1944, as the first American cemetery on European soil in World War II. The cemetery site covers 172 acres and contains the graves of 9,387 of our military dead, most of whom lost their lives in the D-Day landings and the ensuing operations. Omaha Beach itself is about 6 miles wide. The view here is absolutely amazing, and it really gives you an idea of what the Allies must have been feeling as they approached that large beach. In total, almost 30,000 American soldiers, sailors, and airmen died in the battle to liberate Normandy, and many of those families chose to have their loved ones' remains stay in France, buried in the cemetery. At the far end of the cemetery, these 2 granite statues represent the United States and France. This circular chapel is a special place to go in and reflect upon the great sacrifices that were made on this spot. Pointe du Hoc lies a few miles to the west of Omaha Beach. As part of the Atlantic Wall fortifications, this prominent clifftop location was heavily fortified by the Germans. As part of the June 6, 1944 D-Day invasion, about 225 Army Rangers landed at this site on the shore and then climbed this really steep cliff in order to get to the top and take on these heavily fortified German locations. Isolated from the rest of the invasion forces, the Army Rangers sustained heavy losses, and after 2 days of intense fighting, more than half of the men were either dead or wounded. Many of the original fortifications have been left in place, and the site remains speckled with a number of bomb craters.
Hey everybody, Jack with Iconic Adventures. Here's another one of the memorials here at Omaha Beach to the servicemen that landed on that day on June 6, 1944. This one's commemorating the American Army forces that landed on the beach, and they didn't give up.
Thank you for joining me on this tour of the American Cemetery, Omaha Beach, and Pointe du Hoc. This is obviously a very moving experience and a spot that everyone should try to visit if they're able to. And until next time, enjoy the adventure.